this reading for you, and I'm sorry that it was a bit late. Kind of dropped the ball on it. But I also just like had a hard time figuring out really what was going on in your energy. Let me tell you, when I say that your energy is the embodiment of Alice in Wonderland, with the amount of rabbit holes that I went down, this was so Alice in Wonderland, okay? Like, oh my god. It was like I was in a new world and I kept like being reminded of things in this world. It was like I was living in a new timeline and then like getting pieces from this timeline and trying to make sense of it, and for some reason like nothing made sense. Like I like forgot what this timeline and this earthly realm was all about. Like nothing made sense. It was just crazy. But I think I put enough pieces together to where I feel like it does make some sense. And if there's anything to gain from this, know that your energy is so out of this world. Like, it is so ethereal, it is so motherly and nurturing and caring and genuine. Like, you are a starseed, you are an angel, you are surrounded by angels. Oh my gosh, there's so many spirit guides. We'll get into it, but first what I want to do is pull some cards real quick just to get an idea of, you know, how we might be able to start off this reading. So I have my Mood Crystals deck. It's a new deck, so I'm excited to use it. It'll just tell you like certain crystals and what they mean and what they can be used for. So let's see how you're feeling at the moment. How is Sherry feeling currently as she watches this reading? Connect me to, I don't know if you hear that train. I feel like that might be significant. It's very loud. Of course it comes by right when I start recording. What can you tell me about Sherry's energy currently? I just heard the train of thought. You might be losing your train of thought pretty often. I'm hearing it again. If you can't hear that and I just look crazy, then I'm sorry. Oh, so we got lonely. And it says, we may become lonely or self-isolated as a form of protection, or if we are in a relationship that lacks the emotional depth we truly desire. There's a deep longing to be witnessed and cherished for our true selves that lies at the root of loneliness. And the crystal that goes along with it, I hope that I say this right. I'm probably not going to say this right. Epidote? E-P-I-D-O-T-E? Epidote? So it says that it offers the potential to reconnect with life through nature, where you are never truly alone. This stone acts like a poultice, extracting out the unhappy areas of life and helping you to understand the root of your loneliness. And then it says other crystals that you might want to try is peridot, canvasite, and aquamarine. What is the overall emotion tied to the aura in this reading that I drew for Sherry? What emotion best represents Sherry's aura currently? I hope you don't feel lonely, but I understand if you do. I've been feeling that for a hot minute now. It's been really hard lately, just with how the world is, you know, and online is wonderful and making friends online is wonderful, but like, we as humans need that physical connection with people. We need eye contact, we need hugs, we need someone there physically. So if you're feeling that, I'm so sorry, but I understand. Oh, ooh, intellectual. I can see that for sure. Intellect is not limited to academia and being book smart. There are multiple ways it can be expressed. Intellectual people are often creative, able to problem solve, think outside the box, communicate well, and express a high level of emotional intelligence. And the stone that it gives you is azurite. Cool. And then at the bottom of the deck is at peace and dioptes. These are crazy. Oh, I love that color though. So pretty. And since we are on the topic of crystals, I do just want to say that I mentioned a crystal at one point in your reading, and the way that it came through is actually kind of insane. because I found it in one of those rabbit holes I was in. Actually, I mentioned a few different crystals, and I think that you are going to love them. They are so pretty. I've never seen them before. It was new for me. It was a totally new experience to find these crystals, and oh my god, I'm just obsessed with them now. They're so pretty and so cool. So if you're not familiar with how this is going to work, basically I'm going to be drawing out your aura, and I'll be explaining your energy as you watch me draw out the aura on the screen, and it is going to be sped up, so just know that like whenever something is standing out to me in your aura, I will make sure to slow down the video and we'll go over that, and I'll show you like piece by piece everything that I saw. And then at the very end I will do something very fun and special where I give you a mythical identity. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Alrighty, so jumping right into it, I just want to start by saying that your aura, Miss Sherry, is mesmerizing. It is ethereal, it is welcoming, but it is so powerful. You have so many spirit guides and you have so many angels and guardians around you. You have so much protection, and it's so beautiful because they each have a very specific purpose with how they protect you, and they each have their own specific connection to you, and they're all different, and it's so cool. Like some of them are ancestors, some of them are animal guides, some of them are people that you've known in this lifetime. It's incredible. So I'll probably mention them as they come up throughout the reading. One thing that I noticed, and I was getting a very, very clear picture of this, there is a reading nook, like a corner in your house. It might be where you do your readings, but I was specifically seeing you reading a book. There was a lamp and a candle on this little desk, and you had one book and you were reading it, and it might have been a deck also, or like a book that goes to a deck, but it had gold pages or gold edges of the pages, and I was specifically hearing that your angels speak to you through this book or through this deck of cards. So there's a very, very strong connection that you have with some book. It could be you know what it is? If you have a Bible that has gold pages, they speak to you through that. And anytime that you read it, they really want you to listen as you read the words as if they're speaking to you and reading it to you. Almost like if you were having a conversation with them in your head. You can read it out loud too, but if you just read it and think of your angels' voices reading it to you, they just want to be able to connect with you in that way, and they want you to really feel their presence when you read that. So I am very excited to show you this next part because this is a first time occurrence for me. So sometimes when I'm reading somebody's aura, I can hear a song in their energy, and I always make sure to include that, and I let them know what songs kind of match their vibe. But like I said, this is a first time occurrence, and this was absolutely amazing, the fact that this came through. Not only did a song come through in your aura, I wrote this song because of your aura. Like, I was laying in bed and I was just getting these lyrics. Like, lyrics were coming to mind, and I was like, I have to write that down. I have to come up with a melody. And then I came up with like a song. It's not finished. It's not like a full song, but I have the first like little bit of it and a good foundation, I would say, for where the song could go. So I'm going to sing you the first little bit of the song, and I think I'm going to turn this, if it's okay with you, if I have your permission, because it is based off your energy. I would really like to actually finish this song, finish writing it, get some instrumental behind it, and potentially release it on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music with all my other songs. So if you like it, let me know, because I think it's really cool. And how cool would it be to have like a song dedicated to you? And it's really cute. It's like a love song of like two teenagers falling in love, and it's so pure. It's like a alternative but country, and it's not really country, it's just southern, and I know that you know that there's a difference. So anyway, here it is. He stole my heart 2 weeks into February, showed up with roses and a bottle of Jim Beam. He knows I like roses, but I don't like rosé. He says you and my mom would have gotten along great. I picture these flowers and I picture poison. He's always cracking jokes with that cheesy little grin, and I love it. Oh, I love it. Honeysuckle whiskey, lily and gin, sunflower rum, such a delicate sin, and I love it. Oh, I love it. The craziest part about channeling this was actually the fact that I remembered a song that it sounded just like. The melody sounded like the song Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. And I had no idea that I was going to figure this out, but when I looked up Redbone, the first thing to come up was Redbone, Louisiana. And I was like, no freaking way. So, did some research and found out that Redbone is a culture or like a Native American tribe within Louisiana, like a famous tribe. And like you said, one of your first experiences with spirituality was because you had Native American guides. And let me tell you, they are coming through strong in your energy. They are 100% still with you. And I actually was going to ask you about this too, because I feel very connected to you. And I was born and raised in Florida. And so I was going to ask if you had any connection to Seminole Indians, or if you had any connection to anybody in that tribe, because I feel so very connected to you. And you've also always reminded me so much of my grandmother. I'm going to try not to cry, but I don't know if you resonate with the name Janice. That was my grandmother's name, so, and she lived in Florida. You guys have a very similar aura, and she was very connected to spirituality, and she was part of the Seminole Indian tribe. But yes, Redbone is part of Louisiana, and they are very much still connected to you. Your Native American tribes, 100%. I also wanted to ask you if you have any connection to Illinois, because there was a panther coming through in your energy. And it reminded me of this story that I've heard about this Illinois panther, where this is also relating to Native American tribes, but there's a town, or a neighborhood, I guess, that was built on top of a reservation, and now there's an entity that comes through, and people will report sightings of like this big black panther, and it will walk into the water and just disappear, and no one's really been able to explain what it is, but they think that it is somebody from that tribe just kind of like protecting the land and protecting others. So I was wondering if you had any connection to Illinois, because I was really seeing a black panther very strongly in your aura, multiple times actually. And you'll also see in this next part, this is the moment where I started to pick up on that book. And at first it was just like the book was gold, not just the pages, but for some reason something was telling me that the book pages were gilded. That's what the word is, gilded. And then it kind of shifted into like a yellow, a yellow butterfly, which if you see a yellow butterfly, this is really sweet to me, because I feel like your husband visits you in the form of butterflies. And I was also feeling your husband's energy very strong when I was writing that song. Like, it just reminded me, not really reminded me, but it made me think about your relationship to him, and I could almost picture you guys being the two teenagers in the song, and like how strong of a love you guys had for each other. Oh, I don't want to cry, but it's also very understandable why the card Lonely came out at the beginning of this. He wants to let you know that he's always there with you, and he loves you very much, and he never... Oh my gosh, Sherry. Try not to cry, try not to cry. Oh my goodness, your reading has made me so emotional in so many good ways. Like, these are not bad tears at all. They're just very nostalgic, and tears that come with reminiscing, and I can feel your energy very strong, and I know that you have a very, very powerful group of angels and guides around you, and they love you so much. Oh, I usually don't get this emotional in readings. I mean, I do sometimes, I guess. I'm a very emotional person. But I just heard the word Heyoka. They're telling me that you're a Heyoka empath. I'm gonna do some more research on that. We're gonna see what that means. But that came through just to confirm that we both are. And that's why I feel so connected to your energy, but also why I feel so emotional right now, picking up on your energy. Let me see what that means really quick. Let me take a breather. So this says, a Heyoka empath is a person who is said to be a powerful intuitive empath on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. The Heyoka empath awakening is a process of reflection and paradox that can lead to a deeper understanding of empathy, the world, and the self. Heyoka empaths are said to be beacons of healing, truth, and personal growth for themselves and others. The Heyoka is known for speaking, moving, and reacting in the opposite fashion to the people around. Sioux culture dictates that Heyokas are granted powers and abilities from being blessed by thunder beings, also known as Wakingan or Thunderbirds. Heyokas are also believed to be the most powerful empaths. That is so cool. What's your relationship like with storms? Have you ever felt like a connection that you can't really explain to rain or thunder or storms? I would love to know, because I've always felt this, and I've never told anybody about it because it seems crazy, but I feel like you would understand. Like, I've always had this feeling that I can move storms in a way. It's a whole thing we could get into. I'm not gonna dive too deep into it right now, but I do feel like you would understand that. So next I want to get into how your aura was starting to shift colors a bit, and this is where I started thinking about the stones that I've mentioned in the beginning. So the first one is Angel Aura Quartz, and some of the benefits of having it include raising consciousness, promoting peace and tranquility, improving meditation, achieving spiritual well-being, and connecting with higher realms. When I see this, the Angel Aura Quartz, I just immediately get drawn back to the book with the gold pages. So I feel like this is definitely confirmation saying that, you know, this is how angels really connect with you, and this is how to get in touch with them if you need their help, if you need their guidance, if you just want to feel connected to them. Either having Angel Aura Quartz with you, or just, like I said, reading that book, whatever that book is for you, reading it through the lens or the voice of your angels, and just kind of letting them read to you, letting them speak what needs to be said to you through the book. The next one that we have is called Lodolite. This one is so cool. It's also known as garden quartz. Let me show you why. Each of these stones looks like there is a personal little garden or landscape within the stone. And it's so cool, it's so pretty, and no two are exactly the same. It's very rare. Occasionally, it's known as phantom quartz. Depending on which cut you get, I guess there's like a smoky or a clear, there's different types of it. It says garden quartz is believed to help you to manifest your desires and enhance communication with others. There are also reports saying that Lodolite crystal is a manifestation stone, which increases the frequency of energy flow between physical and non-physical realities so they can be mutually integrated more easily. So if you want to use this as a manifestation stone, or just feeling more grounded whenever, you know, you want to be out in nature, or you want to feel more connected to nature, this stone is definitely perfect for that. So with all that being said, on to the final reveal. This Sherry is your completed aura portrait, and it is breathtaking. It is beautiful, it is bright, it is pure, and oh my god, I'm obsessed with it. I love how all of the colors are balanced with each other. It's so perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love how it turned out. And it totally reminds me so much of the Angel Aura Quartz. Like you are your own gem in a way, you know? I think that's so beautiful. I think your energy is incredible. But now we're going to do something extra fun, because we like to have fun around here. I'm going to be giving you a mythical identity, and we're going to see what that mythical identity even looks like. And if you haven't seen my videos before, that's totally fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin one wheel once and the second wheel twice to get your mythical identity title, which is going to be in the format of blank and blank. So you'll see how it goes as we go along, but let's just get started with it. perfect. Okay, perfect. So we have healer of, and then I'm gonna spin this one twice. Healer of travel and okay, whoa. Healer of travel and enchantment. Enchantment and oh my gosh, all of that makes so much sense. But now to get a clearer idea of what this identity might look like, we are going to use an AI image generator, and I'm going to put that title in there and we're going to see what it gives us. I think that she turned out so gorgeous and totally matches the energy that I was feeling in your aura. Like, she is so ethereal and so wise and such a healer and such a protector. Exactly the energy that I was feeling in your aura, Sherry. I am blown away by everything that came through, and I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. I'm so happy that I got to do it for you, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. And I hope that you have a week as beautiful as you. Bye!